Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 Japan. In previous episode we started a war against Siam to get a little bit more land over here, especially the opium that way, if we could get that, which we probably will, let's be honest. We also did a landing in China. I mean, they've occupied Vladivostok for the time being, but that's beside the point, quite frankly. But we're going to hopefully get a truce with the Chinese soon enough, and then after that, Siam will probably surrender fairly soon, especially if we send in a couple more armies in here. Plus, I'm pretty sure that their army quality isn't quite as high. So it should be fairly simple overall. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. I think we had some sort of debuff for our army or something. Oh, Tenasserim discovered some... hold on, Tenasserim. Sounds oddly familiar, I just don't remember... Oh, over here, right. All discovered in Veracruz. Alright, well... Again, not really our purview. Are we? Oh, we're not winning that. Right, so they're pushing us back quite a bit. But the Jing armies, well, they wouldn't take a white... Well, they would take a white piece, actually, but I want to take those two. Get a bit of Manchuria for us. And then I suppose I'll just put everything in there. We will prevail, although our war support is dropping to some degree as well. Partially because the losses that we've taken, and they control all of the war goals. Oh, so we've lost the territory down here, have we? No, not entirely. Well, and that's going to be another victory. Good. Oh yeah, there we go. We got 104 attack there. That's more like it. Right, so Siam is not going to lose war support below 0, but Jing, on the other hand, will. And it's about 10 weeks away from surrender, by the looks of it. Oh, and we've got double army over there. Oh, actually. Gonna move the small one. To advance on that. Oh, they started retaking the territory. Okay. How about you go and defend there instead then? Just to delay them a little bit. And then this one... Well, I've been unable to switch. It should be just defending, quite frankly. But that's not really an option right now. At least we're pushing them back towards Vladivostok and beyond. So we'll win that soon enough. But yeah, Jing will give up soon enough. Ooh. Right, the Siamese troops are not particularly... Oh, it's irregulars. They got some line infantry as conscripts there, I think. Our Manchuria front is... Oh. They split it to multiple fronts once more. Now they're taking them a little bit at a time. Admittedly, they don't take this stuff back too quick. Oh. Right, well, if you abandon this front. I know someone who doesn't mind conquering a bit more. And that's me. Hey, we are now number 1. Worldwide, we have the highest standard of living. Admittedly, the second one, if I remember correctly, is... No, it's no longer Banja. It used to be Banja, but now there's a revolt in there, I suppose. Which... Wait a minute. What else do they own? Oh, they won the revolt, but now they've... No, they haven't won the revolt, actually. Where's Banja? Well, color me confused. Like, they must own something small somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, Sunda Islands, is it? Independent? No. Oh, it's an uprising, okay. Right, that's, I guess, Portuguese, because we lost all of that to the Portuguese after the Prussian War. We lost so many different territories in there, but luckily we're slowly bouncing back from it. And also, do we have a lot of work? Well, we've got some workforce in here, not a lot, actually. We've got a bit more over here. But I suppose we're just running out of workforce, quite frankly. Oh, there we go. Great Jing has capitulated. Well, speaking of workforce, I guess it's time to start setting up the stuff over here real quick. Some explosives. We can probably put the rail transportation regardless. It might not be saving us a lot of money or anything like that, but you know, it's future-proofing it. Also put the lock cards. I suppose we can use electricity for the sawmills already. We've got a tooling workshop in here. For that one, we can actually reduce the... Or go back to hand assembly. Right now, at least, because I want to reduce the amount of coal that we use. Speaking of coal, though, we'll build all of that. The iron mine can expand, that can expand. The wheat farms, we're going to build at least another 20. Also make sure that it's using fertilizers, making wine. And maybe use a bit of tools there. It's not going to be too bad. And the livestock ranches, we could maybe put in the barbed wire fences just to make sure that it's not going to hog all the available population. The slaughterhouse is not going to touch. In there, we got a barracks. Oh, right. Start putting the good stuff over here. I'm going to use the bicycle messengers for now because we haven't actually set up any vehicle production yet. And then over here we got another set of coal mines, which we are going to build. Also build the logging camps. Just double checking. Okay, so that's using the rail transportation already. Oh, because we already own part of it. Right, that makes sense. We got all the artillery production there. We got the electric lights in there. Livestock ranch. Maybe put in the barbed wire just to reduce the workforce need. Although there's quite a bit of a population available now. But I suppose there's gold mines and oil rigs. So I'll get those underway. Plus all those coal mines, that's probably going to take a decent bit as well. But there we go. That's the 2 states there. And now we've got a lot of troops heading into Siam. So Siam's probably going to surrender soon. Although we need to get to... Well, actually, now that we've started sieging down the capital state, it's going to start going down. In about 20 weeks, we'll have one. Maybe even sooner. Are you any sort of real defensive planner, I suppose? Oh, is that? No, that's going to be another good victory for us. Yeah, we started with roughly the equal number of troops. They had twice the, or double the battalions, of course, but the troop quality is a lot smaller and troop numbers are a lot smaller. Okay, there we go. We got at least some construction for a while, and we're still making a ton of money, even with the reduced taxes, to be fair. I could even reduce the taxes even further if I want to. But is there any more laws that we need to pass, just out of curiosity? We got the public schools, private health insurance. So that's... Oh, right, the standard of living dropped a lot because we conquered a lot of new pops. Well, yeah, we did get quite a few. Actually, are these... I know that Han, at least, is not discriminated against. So a lot of these pops might not actually be discriminated at all. So that's actually not a bad idea. I mean, okay, there's a little bit of people moving away, at least. There's also turmoil in there, but I think the turmoil is going to start dropping. And now Siam is at 43 war support. It's a bit confusing with these 2 red flags. One another, like a red flag with a circle in the middle. That'll be fine. Actually, you can start advancing to the north. While we got these holding them back there. We've taken pretty much all of their capital state. So now they're losing almost 10 points per week. Actually, now it is more than 10 points per week. Oh, City of Plenty. Let them celebrate in Kansai. 200... Okay, yeah, we got way too much money coming in from taxes. We could maybe even reduce some of the... I'm going to start removing the consumption taxes a little bit. We'll keep the service tax on. It's a decent bit of money from there. But now we've got a lot of authority that we could use for decrees. Is there still... Well, these don't have a lot, but I believe at least Southern Manchuria had a lot of mines. Yeah, there's 60 and 75. So we're going to put in a resource industry in there. And then we could, in theory, start attracting more migrants into Hokkaido. Because there's a lot of stuff in Hokkaido that we could utilize if we just had the population there, including more coal mines. But it just doesn't have the pops right now. But with that, we can get that. Oh, alright. Pretty sure having to deal with some revolution as well. So Siam is going to surrender in about 1 week. And then we'll need to figure out what exactly we inherited in here. But at least a lot of opium, that much I know. And then we'll switch the army composition to use the siege artillery as well. Right, opium. First of all, maximize production. Put that on auto expand. And I'm going to give it a head start of 10 plantations. Over here we got some opium plantations as well. Is there a lack of pops in here? Not really. Okay, well that means that we can get a lot of... oh, and we'll get the rubber plantations as well. And over here, did we get... We got some logging camps that we're going to expand. We got the rubber plantations. We don't have a lot of pops, admittedly. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Is there any way for us to reduce the workforce needed? Maybe at the urban centers we can put the motor... or public motor carriages. Transportation cost is going to go a little bit higher, but at the same time, it's going to mean a lot more population available for other things. I think most of these are actually already... Well, not everything. A lot of it was already using the proper stuff. We could maybe use the steam-powered treasure machines. A little bit extra coal, but that also reduces the workforce at the rice farm. So in Laos, we got potential for some coal mines. There's not a lot of pops in here, to be fair. And then there's the opium plantations, which let's give it 2 levels for that. That's going to be basically all the workforce in here. There we go, so that's at least a little bit improvement there. So our standard of living has dropped a little bit. But at the same time, our GDP is #1 in the world. Per capita we're #6. Who's above us in there? Bohemia, Saxony, Weimar, Prussia, Austria, Mecklenburg, Strelitz. Okay, well, it's not too bad, I suppose. We've got 3 years until, around 3 years until the truces around here start ending, so we'll just probably give it a bit of time, get the economy sort of booming again. We've got a lot of construction going at least, so that's going to give us a lot of coal. Plus it also means that we need to import a bit less coal, which might not be a bad idea. Did we get the oil rigs? We got them underway. They've not been built yet, but we'll have a lot more oil production. That's already filled up there. We got the gold mines in here. How is the... Oh, the population is actually decreasing. Oh, because the gold mines are depleted, there's less... automatic machine guns. Oh, that reminds me, we should change the troop composition soon. We could maybe go for a bit more production stuff in here. Conveyor belt would actually be... Well, it's going to require a lot of oil, which is a bit of a problem. We could go for the telephone to unlock the electric industry. That's not necessarily a bad idea. Or the pneumatic tools, for the hardwood production especially, would be quite nice. But I think we're going to get the conveyor belts. That's only going to be like 3 months away, at most. And then the armies, before I forget again. So put in the siege artillery. We'll keep the bicycle messengers for now. We'll put in the machine gunners. That's going to increase our defense values a lot. And the amount of provinces that we'll be losing in combat a lot as well. Although actually, now that we've got the bicycle messengers, do we have another motor industry somewhere? I want to have at least one still only pumping out the engines. But if we could start making some vehicles, that might not be a bad idea. I mean, we've got... Actually, what's the infrastructure levels in here? That's not enough infrastructure. Well, at least 10 of those. I'm going to put those to the top of the line. There we go. So that's going to take a while, but those will be done. And that's going to fix the infrastructure in there. And in other Manchuria, we've got plenty of infrastructure right now. Got so many ports as well that we can get a little bit more in there. We've still got a gold field there as well, interestingly enough. But now we've got land border with Korea, which admittedly we can't declare war on, because they're still a tributary. But then we got... Oh, right. Dynam, do we have a truce with you? We do, okay. So after that truce, we might be able to expand there. But I think what we do need to start planning a little bit ahead is also getting a bit of armies in China. Like, if we get 20 battalions from there, and 10 over there, we can... Well, actually, I'm going to put up to 30 over here total. That's going to be 40 battalions, so we'll have at least one Chinese army in here that will allow us to, you know, keep this border secure and or advance into enemy territory if need be, depending on what is needed. There we go, we've managed to get a decent bit of land back. Italy's... Oh, Tidor is having another revolution. They just have revolution after revolution. Oh, this is where Banja has. That's the capital state right now. Oh. Oh, wait, no. The revolution over there is over. Okay. But yeah, let's just say that Eastern New Guinea is currently a bit of a mess. At least the western part is, you know... Oh, militarized railways. Southern Manchuria, yeah, I'll take an extra railway there. Thank you very much. That means that we don't actually need to give it quite as many levels manually, although I suppose that's a bit of a waste of construction work there, but well. We'll survive. But there we go, that should start increasing the market access a little bit. Just double checking that everything... Oh, right, it doesn't activate yet because there was... technically speaking, the first one was still underway, being built, and then they got one from the event, but it doesn't activate. Right, well, we're #1 great power and #1 in terms of GDP. Well, I suppose our... Oh, yeah, we're getting a lot more prestige from army now, I think. Including from the army. And GDP, we might actually be hitting this 1 billion mark again in this series, who knows. Robert discovered in Tonkin. Oh, alright. I mean, this is not bad for them, I guess. So we started building the opium mine... Oh, not opium mines, opium plantations in here. Which I'm hoping that will get up and running soon, because the price of those is a bit high right now. Of course, we've got a decent bit of military that needs them. So it's just going to be a matter of time, I guess, for the most part. Conveyors unlocked. Excellent. Right, so at this stage, I'm going to go for the telephones to unlock another factory type. Especially over, well, actually, not necessarily over there. I'm sure that we've got some extra pops somewhere. Maybe. We've got plenty of construction work going on, especially in these areas. I want to build them up quickly as possible, because that is going to start increasing the standard of living average again quite a bit. But number 6 again, well, not that far down, admittedly. If we can get another 0.8, we should be back on the top. But it's mostly these states are dragging it down a lot, which is the problem. But, oh wow, the market access is even lower now. I suppose we're building so many things in there, aren't we? And the railways are going to take a while before they complete it. Plus that one's not, you know, factor in. But there's 6 coal mines there right now, which is probably having a bit of an impact, I would reckon. How soon until... Okay, 6 more weeks and the railways are done. Good. And that's going to probably fix the issues there. Over here we've got a lot of the coal mines underway as well. We might have to... I'm going to build a couple of railways just in case. Not a priority work though. But somewhere along the line I want to get them. Oh, there's a bit of mining going on in here. And to see more and more mines being built in there as well. I think these are mines. Yeah, coal mine level 7. Right then. Oh, right, Southern Sumatra found oil. Okay, well, we don't own that right now. We do plan on getting it. Oh, that's where the Austrians got their port. Alright. Ooh, Chiang Mai is actually something that we could, technically speaking, conquer. They owe an obligation to Jing. And Lun Barang is also someone that I could potentially... They got a defensive pact with Burma. Not that that would stop me, but... We don't really need to go there quite yet. But if I can take a bit more foothold in here... Or maybe we could start vassalizing them. Maybe we'll start improving relations with some of these. I'll just bring them into my market. I don't need to destroy them anymore. Be a part of Jing market, alright. We might have a bit of relationship issues with a lot of the nations as it stands right now. And what I mean with that is everyone hates us for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just going to declare neutrality on these current diplomatic plays. I don't really need to be part of them. Oh, we got 6 million radicals right now. We got 20 million loyalists as well. But I suppose we did conquer a lot of land over there, which gave us a decent bit of radicals. I mean... In our home territories, there's basically no radicals whatsoever, which is a bit of an interesting turn of events. Making sure that the urban centers are having at least the market squares. And putting in the, actually, electric street lights. And then I'm going to put the public motor carriages. That might mean that we need a lot more transportation available for us, or build up a lot more transportation, but I think we're going to do that. So actually, I wonder, do we have a claim here? Did we manage to core? I mean, this is incorporated now. This one, I don't think it is. So we lost the areas like maybe 2 years before we had core them or something. I think. Right, so the standard of living hasn't really started increasing here yet. Mostly because oh, there we go. We got the market access now. So I'm thinking that it might start improving a lot from now on. Although the taxation capacity over here is rubbish, but... We don't do a lot of taxation in there either, so I guess that's fine. Oh, right, that's a lot of... Oh, right, the construction cost for the barracks is not covered by these, of course, so... Oh, military railway, where's that? Outer Manchuria? Sure. I'll take a railway there, although that's another railway that is not actually activated yet, because... Things... We can't activate it manually either, I don't think. Unless there's some... No, I don't think there is a way for me to do that. Nope. That's a bit of a bug. And there we go, now we're making money again. With the constructions being completed. So there's not all that many laws. I mean, I suppose we could go for the no migration controls, but I think that would go a bit against the sort of spirit of this. The property to women, there's not a lot of support for it, I'm afraid. Otherwise, I might actually do that one. But I suppose if we have a look at our government, it's there... We got 78 right now. Can we... No, we can't get any higher than that right now with the... reforming the government. So we'll just keep the industrialists in power. And where's that? Japanese Laos. Oh, sure. Oh, did we have problems with the infrastructure in here? Well, if we did, we don't have any more. Over here, on the other hand, in Cambodia, we do need a bit more infrastructure. A few more railways there. Also means a lot more transportation in here, which is going to reduce some of the costs. Speaking of which, though, did we get the... Oh, right, there's these trains at some point that we could get for extra transportation, but I suppose we don't need it right now, do we? Oh, and now we're running out of construction work again. Still got a lot of peasants in here, so I'm just going to give it another 25 wheat farms. We're going to get some cotton and silk as well. Not that we need them badly, but, you know, having a bit of extra probably doesn't hurt. Get the logging camps. Don't probably need the lead mines right now, do we? Well, I mean, probably wouldn't hurt entirely or that much necessarily, but I think we'll be fine. Oh, wow, we got a lot of bureaucracy right now. Alright, let's go ahead, and the colonial affairs is something that we could increase, but I think we're going to go with the health system, because that means even less mortality, which means that the population is going to start booming even further. And there we go, we've actually surpassed what we lost previously. I mean, to be fair, no, we didn't control this in that war. We did lose Kamchatka, and then, of course, Borneo and parts of Sumatra, and Celebes and all that. Like, we lost a lot of territories overall in the truce against Prussians, but I think we are recuperating from that quite nicely now. We'd also get a bit of iron mines in here, maybe. It's probably fine. Get at least a little bit. I can let that auto expand, and then the arms industry and all that over here can expand on their own as well. And in terms of the factories, there's the synthetics plants, but we don't really need that one. Is there anything else that we could make a good profit with over here? Actually, we could get a motor industry in here. And for this one, I'm going to put in the automobile production. It does mean a bit more oil is needed, but I think it will be fine. Put that on auto expand as well. So we'll start getting some of the vehicles. We're trying to improve it. Oh, right. We don't need to stop, or we don't need to damage relations with Siam any further. And I'm guessing antagonistic and hostile. Right, well, I guess we won't be doing much with them then. We got the barracks built. We got quite a bit of other things that we could build. How's the population in Hokkaido? Still dropping. We got zeppelins. Right, so in that case, let's go for the skyscraper over here. And get some extra prestige. It's not a massive boost, admittedly, but it's something. Oh, and central planning is spreading. That's more taxation capacity. Well, I like the sound of that. And our colonies in Eastern New Guinea. I think there are other nations that are colonizing faster because they got the malaria prevention. I guess it's not too bad overall. Right, so our incorporated population is about 58.4 million. Now, to be fair, if I wanted to incorporate this state, that's 20 years, okay. Yeah, we don't. Oh, market access is a bit low here. I mean, we do have quite a few. Actually, no, we don't have all that many railways underway. I'm just going to build another 4. I'll also get a couple more ports. Because we got plenty of peasants in the outer Manchuria still. Although we also have built a lot of mines in here, which are currently hiring. It's going to take a while before they work in full speed. So how's the coal price? It's probably not very high at this stage. No, it's definitely not very high. We could probably stop that trade route. And that one seems to be inactive. Grain price is very low. Belgians want some grain. Austrians also want a lot of grain. I think the Belgian market is going to be... I mean, we can probably trade with both of them, quite frankly. We got plenty. Tea. Austrians would maybe want some. Let's see if we can get a bit of extra money. Plus, you know, make things a bit more profitable. And there we go. 750 million GDP already. So that's been on the rise quite nicely. Standard of living, on the other hand, hasn't been going up all that much. Oh. Right. Mexico and USA had a war. Apparently nothing happened with that. Concrete dockyards. Even more port levels. Not that we necessarily need that. So why is this spreading in the military now? War propaganda. Okay. I mean, that would be quite nice, to be fair. Less morale loss. And we need a lot of transportation by the looks of it. Alright. Is there low market access areas a lot? Sakhalin needs a bit. Cambodia needs a lot. Western Australia, Southern Australia. And we can support more interests. Alright, let's first of all check the interests. I'm going to put one in... Actually, where am I going to put one? Maybe Egypt? Maybe Ethiopia? Just so that I could maybe do some trading in there to various nations. Right, so another thing that I wanted to do was build some more infrastructure. So Cambodia, we're building some more railways there. We don't have a lot of POPs though. That's the biggest problem. Like, I'm sure that it's slowly up or increasing in population. We could maybe reduce that by 1 level to free up at least 1,000 men. And the railways, we are building some. What's that? Right, so... yeah, once the railways are built, it's probably going to be fine again, right? Probably. At least for a while. And then, was it Laos? No, it wasn't Laos. It was the Australian stuff at least had some problems, so let's have a look at those. Yeah, that's 71% right now. There's just not enough pops in here, quite frankly. Is there any way for me to reduce the workers needed in here somewhere? Maybe we can increase the production at least. I don't know how much better that is going to make the life in there, but maybe a little bit. Gold mines are already as few workers there as possible. Oh, we could go for tractors, actually. That's going to reduce the workers needed at the wheat farms, although that doesn't really reduce the amount of workers that we have in total. Alright, that's using public motor carriages already. The covered markets wouldn't necessarily reduce the workforce needed. Alright then. Suppose if we put in the modern port, is that's actually reducing the employment? And that's going to increase the infrastructure a bit further. That's actually not a bad idea. We'll do some modern ports over here. Into these two. So that's going to relieve some workforce to work elsewhere, plus also improve the market access and thus start maybe increasing standard of living a bit further. I mean, if we have a look at, yeah, Japan, like, for example, our capital over here. Oh, East Borneo found more oil. It would be a shame if someone conquered that. Right, so standard of living 23 over here, that's not bad. I mean, I'm sure they could be even higher, but we're getting there slowly. So we've got a bit of extra stuff in here. I'm pretty sure that this one, yeah, no, that wouldn't be incorporated anytime soon. We've got the logging camps on the way. Oh, right, we've run out of things to build. Is there still a lot of... oh, yeah, there's definitely a lot of workforce in here. I'm just going to give that another few levels, shall we? The furniture manufacturer we could probably upgrade as well as the tooling. The urban center over here, well, it's already in pretty good shape. We can leave that be as is for the time being. Is there any more... I suppose over here we'll just get another 5 railways, because I have a feeling that the transportation price is pretty darn high. So, if we're going to upgrade that a bit further, might not be a bad idea. Also, I'm going to do the same... well, we've got 4 already underway here, never mind. I'll let that be as is then. Is there any more institutions? We're upgrading that one already, so we probably don't want to upgrade any other institutions quite yet. How's the loyalist number? So it's 20 million. It hasn't been increasing quite as much now, but the radical numbers are still going down. The legitimacy is still pretty decent as well. So we're not in too bad of a situation. I think we're just gonna wait another year or so before we do any more wars. I mean, we increased the size of our military a little bit. Is the ammunition price particularly high, by the way? It's not particularly high. I mean, it's not particularly low either. We could maybe give the arms industry over here another level, although there's no way for us to reduce the workforce needed there. And the glassworks are already using the automated bottle blowers, and I'm pretty sure that most of the other things are using the best... reduction for the workforce needed as well, so we might have a bit of a problem with the population. We've been doing a lot of warfare, to be fair, but admittedly the growth is not too bad, I would say. However, I can see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.